Hi guys, thank you for watching and tuning in tonight, today, or whichever time you decided to watch this video. Thank you, I appreciate it. I am Levitating Lotus Healing, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the Pisces Energy Collective for February the 16th, 2019, or so they like to say. I hope that whatever comes through for you guys today, I hope that it resonates with you, brings you some form of peace, calm, clarity, reassurance, insight into whatever you're currently going through at this current moment in time, be it the past, the present, or the future. The information for this oracle deck will be listed in the description box along with the current meditation that you're listening to in the background. If you are in any way interested in that information, it will be there for you. What else? I have a 20-minute limit on each video that I record with my camera, so you're going to see breaks in the video. Don't mind it. Everything is still flowing as it should, okay? Is there anything else that I wanted to say? I think that's it. I think that was it. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you guys today. Please understand that whatever comes through, if it doesn't resonate with you, that just simply means it's not your message at that given moment in time, okay? Be it the past, the present, or the future, whichever time you're watching this, because time is whatever time is, okay? Alright. I'm going to shuffle a little bit on camera. I've already shuffled off camera a little. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more for you guys on camera so you can see. If it's too dark in here, you know, sorry about it. You know, I got a certain vibe set, and I hope that, you know, you guys enjoy the video anyway, okay? So, here we go. Okay. Still shuffling. Okay. It's getting kind of a little crazy right now. Alright. Before I actually get into the reading, though, guys, I do want to chime my heart chakra bowl about 3 times. For the mind, for the body, and for the soul, just to clear the energy a little bit more. And then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading, okay? I put a timestamp in the very beginning of this video, so if you guys want to skip all of this talking that I'm doing right now, you can do that if you were to go back and to the very beginning and see the timestamp that I put in the video, okay? Okay, I felt that. I'm gonna go with that. Distance shores. I'm gonna finish up with the oracles, but that I just felt that, so I pulled that off of there. Okay, thank you, Divine. All right, so I'm gonna chime my heart chakra bowl 3 times, as I said before, for the mind, for the body, and for the soul. Be mindful, guys, if you have on headphones and you have the volume turned up kind of loud. The ringing in your ears may be kind of loud, so just be mindful of that. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Divine, I asked for an accompanying message with this oracle. A second oracle, Divine. One single oracle to come through. For the Pisces Energy Collective for February the 16th, 2019, or whatever time it is right now. Okay. Thank you. The second oracle is Heart of God. Hope you guys can see that. Thank you, Divine. I felt that. The cloak. You guys are changing. I feel like some of you are changing. You know, you've really taken a long, hard look at yourselves. Thank you, Divine. Okay. I'm going to go with these 4 for now, and then I'm going to go with the 5th oracle at the end, okay? So let me read them all down to you again if I didn't. The first oracle is Distant Shores. The second is Heart of God. The third is the Cloak. The fourth is Loving All That Is. So what I'm getting right now, a lot of you have taken a really hard look at yourselves, or you have really done some real, some shadow work, healing your wounds, dissecting the bad parts of yourself, clearing out the old version of you, or the old characteristics of who you used to be that used to hinder your development and what you want and your happiness. You've understood that you have, in a way, limited yourself as far as how happy you can be, because you have understood that there were some things that you needed to go in within yourself to clear out, to clean out. You needed to detox, or you're currently detoxing. That's what I'm getting right now. A lot of you have done some shadow work, or some real hard, put forth some really good effort in clearing and cleansing yourself, cleansing your mind, cleansing your heart, cleansing your spirit, your aura, really being honest with yourself, really being honest about things that you need to change, things that you want to change. Okay. I'm just briefing right now, but that's what I'm getting. Some of you have done a lot of really, really good shadow work. A lot of shadow work. I'm feeling that, like, you guys have really been putting in some work as far as changing, or you have put that work in, or you're currently putting that work in. It's not easy. None of it's easy, but it's most definitely needed and necessary for your growth, for your benefit. So that's very good. The first oracle is distant shores. What I get from that first oracle is a lot of you are about to... Okay guys, sorry for the break in the video. As soon as I said that, my camera cut off, and I just went on and thought my camera was recording, but it wasn't. Okay, but I'm still gonna pick up where I left off, and I was talking for like 15 minutes. Ridiculous, but anyway, it's okay. It's okay. Distant shores. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of you have done some shadow work. Something sparked a glimmer of hope, a glimmer of faith in your heart about yourself, about your own life, because I feel like some of you have really had very low perceptions, or a very low idea about who you thought you were, or how you thought you were to operate and function in life, and treat yourself and treat other people. I feel like you realize now that you've been taught a lie. The system has taught you a false identity of who you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to function. You're realizing that that's not benefiting you anymore, that's not giving you anything substantial, that's not giving you anything fulfilling to your soul, that's not making you feel whole. And you're understanding that now. You're understanding the subconscious programming you've endured. You're understanding the conscious programming. You're understanding the emotional wounds, the triggers. You're realizing a lot of things about you that created the ugly version of yourself. I don't mean to say that to sound mean, okay? Because we're all taught a false, ugly identity about who we're supposed to be, and who we are supposed to be in this life, in this world, with ourselves and with other people. But you're understanding that there's something more to your life than what you've gone through. There's more to your pain. There's more beauty beyond what you've gone through, the traumas that you've experienced, the pains that you've gone through, the stuff that you've grown up with, the stuff. I'm getting survival mode, or some of you guys had been functioning through life off of survival, or I gotta get mines, or I gotta make it, or I gotta do what I gotta do to get what I want. Some of you had been really functioning in that state of mind. Some of you had really been moving in that energy for a long time, and you have been hurt, and you have hurt people, and you're understanding that the way that you had been functioning and operating emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally has not been for the benefit of yourself or other people, and you're tired of that, or you have grown tired, or you were tired of that at some point, and you've allowed God, you've allowed the divine, you've allowed source to help you spark this little flicker of flame of hope that you have in your heart about who you truly can be, how happy you can truly be, how fulfilled and how whole you can truly be. Now, some of you may have struggled with really not knowing where to start, but you've asked for help. You've asked for guidance in your heart. Some of you may not even said a word, but energetically you have longed for that guidance, that understanding, that healing, that balance, that new way forward to who you truly are, so that you don't have to carry this burden and this grief and this weight and all of these pains and wounds anymore. You don't want to carry that anymore. You don't want to. You're understanding that has been their biggest fucking problem this whole time, up until this point in your life, at whichever time you had reached this point. You could be reaching this point. You've already reached this point. But you realize a lot of how you've been taught to survive and to connect with people, to connect with yourself, has really done damage to you and other people. And you don't want to operate in that space anymore. You don't want to operate in that frequency anymore. You've done the shadow work, or you're currently doing the shadow work of understanding who you are, understanding what conflicted you, understanding what hindered you, understanding what limited you. And now you're allowing yourself to be changed by the divine. You're allowing the truth to bring you more awareness, more clarity, okay, into your life, bringing more trust and insight into yourself and what you need to change, what you need to fix, and how you need to fix it. Okay, like I said, some of you may not even said a prayer. Some of you guys, I feel like some of you don't even pray, but because you have this, and that's okay, but because you have that desire in your heart to be better, despite not really knowing any other way to be. I'm sorry if that sounds mean too, but that's what I got. That's what I just got. Some of you guys haven't known any other way to be but the way you've always been. That survival mode, the love that you think is love, but you were just trying to survive. You were trying to get on. You were trying to get by. You were trying to, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you've been taught. That's how you've been raised. Those are the relationships that you had experienced. Those were the relationships. Those are the experiences that you've given other people of yourself. And you're realizing that now. You're aware of that now. You're coming into awareness of that now. You're connecting to that truth. And because it's been so hard for you to believe in yourself, you had this small flame, this small flicker of hope within you that the divine loved. And they saw it and they felt it. And they said, hurry up, let's get it before it goes out. And that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening to you right now. They immediately grab that flame up, divvied that flame up so that they can turn it into something more beautiful. And what I mean by flame, I mean the flame of a passionate divine heart that truly wants to be better, but really don't know how to be better, or struggles with trying to fix their problems, trying to heal their wounds. So please understand that the divine is most definitely guiding you and helping you with that process, okay? I'm not sure if you can see the details on this oracle, but this figure here is sort of in the shadows, and there's light beaming down here, okay? You're focused on this light, because all you've known is this darkness. All you've known is this grief. All you've known is the pain that others have given you and the pain that you've given to others. That's nature. That's just simple nature of being human. When you're operating from a space of not, when you're operating from that space, you don't know any other way to be. And in a lot of ways, you knew better, but it was hard for you to do better. But now you are focused on wanting to do better, and you are really truly wanting to do better. And the divine sees that, they feel that, and they're helping you to embrace more of that. They're helping you to bring more of that into your life, okay? So that you can basically be relocated from who you used to be, or be transitioned and from who you used to be into a brand new person, where you truly see grace and mercy and compassion with yourself. You have that and you hold that within yourself, and you have that and you hold that with others, for others, okay? Because the second oracle is Heart of God, and Heart of God is the ability to love unconditionally, the ability to love compassionately, the ability to love passionately, the ability to be free, the ability to be thankful and grateful despite whatever it looks like, despite whatever phase or stage that you're in right now. The Heart of God is the act. I don't know why am I using the word act? I don't like that word. I don't care for that word, but it is the spiritual act. That sounds better. It is the spiritual act, the spiritual moving, the spiritual movement within the heart, and of understanding that you have to be compassionate and loving and understanding and patient with yourself. You have to have bliss and grace and mercy for yourself. You have to, but also be honest with yourself as well, okay? And the divine is opening this up to you. This is developing in your heart right now, okay? Either you are already at this stage, or you're moving into this space, okay? Your heart is being opened up, it's being broken down. The barriers are being broken down. The subconscious blockages, the conscious blockages that you've been taught, the energetic blockages that you hold, you know what I mean? That you're holding. That stuff is being broken up because the heart is changing. You really want your heart to change. You really want to see what it is to embrace this light here. You really want to know what that feels like, because you've never really known what that felt like. Some of you. You've never really known what the embracing of that light felt. You've never really known what that embracement feels like, because you've been in quote-unquote survival mode your whole life. You know, your heart is changing. Because your heart is changing, your world is changing. Physically, you're changing. You're seeing yourself different. You're changing. You see yourself changing. You're changing in how you interact and respond to other people. That's changing. That's beautiful. It's not pretty, y'all, but it's most definitely needed and necessary. And I'm happy that for those of you that this message is resonating with, I'm very happy that you've chosen to do this, because this is very good, very important for the long haul. Like, you are, by you doing this, you're building such a solid foundation for yourself, okay? You're building a super fucking solid foundation for yourself. And like I said, the divine saw this small little beautiful little flame in this darkness here, and they were like, let's hurry up and grab it and hold on to it before it goes out, because this, I feel like some of you right here, and I'm sorry if I'm going back and forth, you know, but just flow with me if you can, because I'm just trying to help you guys understand what I'm intuitively getting, and I'm helping myself as well understand as I'm intuitively guided to see and feel how these oracles connect for you guys tonight. All right, but you guys had a moment here. You had a moment here where you were just really needing some truth and some honesty and some change. And you had no clue, no idea of how that was going to come about to be. And you really, really wanted it, but you just didn't know how to do it. You didn't know where to begin, and you didn't even really think that you were, some of you didn't think that you were worthy of it. Some of you still struggle with feeling worthy of it because of so much that you've gone through. I want to say right now to those of you, whoever you are, release that grief, release that burden, release all of what hinders you emotionally, energetically, that you hold on to. Release the wounds that you have created and held on to or masked as your identity. Your wounds are, it's not, your wounds are not who you are. Your trauma is not who you are. The pain that you've gone through, that's not who you are. Okay? Please understand that whoever or whoever's, whoever that's for, okay? But you had a moment here where you were like, God, I really need your help. I really need your guidance. I really need something to help me to believe more in myself, because I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with my pain. I don't know what to do with my wounds. I don't know what to do with my grief. I don't know what to do with these burdens. Help me. You felt that in your heart. You felt that. You may not have even said a prayer. You just had a moment. I feel like a lot of you had a moment where you felt that, where your heart spoke for you and the divine listened. And your heart is opening up. Your heart is changing. The barriers, the blockages, the wounds are being healed, because you're understanding and you're realizing and you're connecting to divine truth, divine love, how to feel blissful and graceful and thankful and grateful regardless. Regardless. You're understanding how to be compassionate and passionate and loving and patient and understanding with yourself. It may feel kind of strange, kind of awkward to you, because you've never known how to do that before. I feel like some of you have never known how to do that before. And as a result of your heart changing, as a result of the divine sparking that flame within your heart again, helping you to connect to who you truly are, your real identity, that's going to change everything for you, okay? With this second oracle here. Those who are capable of divine bliss, grace, mercy, understanding, compassion for yourself and for others. This is something that you will have. This is an energy that you're moving into, or maybe some of you are already right here. You're already connecting to, that joy, that love, okay, that unconditional love. The beautiful depth of understanding and connection. That's something that you're connecting to. That's something that's coming to you. That is something that you already have. So mote it be. Know that you have it, okay? With this third oracle, the cloak. Let me check my camera. If y'all hear that popping, that's my chair. Don't mind it. Okay, I got about 4 more minutes on this one. I'm going to have to switch over. The cloak. Because you've been in this darkness, you've worn like this shadow of who you are or who you think you are. And the divine is saying here, now that your heart is changing, it's time for you to remove this cloak that's made you invisible, that's hidden you away from the world, that's hidden you away from yourself. It's time for you to stand in the mirror, look in the mirror and see your truth. Stand naked and bare. Bare your soul to yourself. I don't know who that's for, but there you go. It's time to remove the cloak. Remove what you felt was supposed to protect you from people, protect you from pain, protect you from things that you didn't want to deal with. Okay, guys, let me switch over really quickly, and then I'm going to finish up. Give me 1 second. Okay, so some of you guys have worn a cloak. Some of you have worn like this armor over you. This false perception, okay? This persona where you can't be touched, you can't be hurt. If I do it this way, I don't have to deal with it. But a lot of you still ended up dealing with the pains, the wounds, the disappointments, the distractions of yourself and others. And not only of yourself and others, but experiences in life itself, because you've had a hard time understanding, why does it happen this way? Why does it happen this way? If I'm doing everything to protect myself and hide myself away, why does it happen still this way? It's all because it's all stemming from your childhood. A lot of what we deal with stems from our childhood. You know, the survival mode. A lot of you guys have been taught not love, but survive, how to survive. Okay, and because of that, you sort of created this persona, and you've created this this shield or this armor to protect yourself from anything that you don't want to deal with, or anything that you feel like you don't have to deal with. And because of that, you know, it hasn't really helped you. It hasn't really helped you because it still caused, there's still some issues there, okay? But overall, and I feel like I'm speaking about energy in the past, because you feel your heart changing. Okay, you do. You definitely feel that. I get a feel that a lot of you feel that your heart is changing, which is very good. But with the Star Oracle here, overall, the Divine is saying here, you need to remove the cloak that you felt you needed to protect yourself, to keep other people away, to keep the world away, to keep life away. You don't have to be in survival mode anymore, because you're allowing yourself to connect to your truth. You're allowing yourself to connect to your heart. You're allowing yourself to connect to the divine. The divine is right there in your heart. The heart of you have and hold the heart of God within you. We all do. You have to allow the experience to know it, to connect with it, to develop into that. Okay, so Divine is saying here, you need to remove whatever is holding you back from yourself, whatever is holding you back from whatever is holding you back from what could really help you to be freer, less bounded, less binded to your grief and your pain. You don't have to hold that anymore. You can make that choice and step out free. Step out naked and bare in front of a, you know, like you stand in front of a mirror and you just look at your truth. It's okay to look at your truth. It's okay that your truth isn't pretty. Everybody's truth isn't pretty. Everybody's truth isn't nice. You know what I mean? But you have to allow yourself to be honest with that. And you have to allow yourself to be freer in the faith of knowing, and in the belief in yourself, and knowing that my power is in my truth, and I can heal from my pain. I can heal from my wounds. I can heal from old limited thinking, old limited programming that I've endured. I can remove myself from that. I can empower myself to be greater, to be better. You have to believe that. You have to know that that's very fucking real for you. That is real for you, okay? The cloak has done its job as of now. It's time to take it off. It's time to remove it. That's it. It's time to be honest. It's time to reflect. It's time to open up. It's time to truly be real about your pain. Be real about your growth. Be real about your hunger to want to be better. To want to do more. To want to be more. Okay. That's what they say. Okay, with this third oracle. And the fourth oracle is loving all that is. Self-explanatory. If you can see the detail on this oracle, she's on her knees and her arms are sort of like flowing to the frequency of the night. You know what I mean? She's just feeling the spirit. She's feeling spirit. She's feeling the energy. She's feeling the divine. And loving all that is saying here, the divine is saying here with this last oracle, with your development, with your healing, with your growth, understand, I'm going to say this too really quickly. I don't know who this for, but your trauma doesn't make you an ugly person. Your pain doesn't make you an ugly person. The pain that you've inflicted on yourself and others doesn't make you an ugly person. It is the continued belief or the continuous belief that those toxic things that you have done, or that was done to you in the past, or that you have engaged in, the continued belief that nothing's wrong with that makes you an ugly person. Okay, but because you're allowing yourself to baby step your way into the truth, the heart of God that you want to feel, that you want to have, that you want to embrace, you have to release and let go of what shielded you and what so-called shielded you and protected you from people, from the world, from yourself. Okay? From your truth. Back to this fourth oracle, loving all that is. You have to embrace and love all that you are becoming at whichever stage and process that you are at. It doesn't matter. We are all at different levels. We are all still growing. We're all still changing. We're all still learning. The divine wants you to know here with this last oracle is you have to love all that you are becoming, and you have to know that you are worthy of the best, and you are worthy of this truth. You are worthy of this love. You are worthy of this healing. Okay, you have to go through the process of connecting to your truth. You have to go through the process of healing your wounds, of correcting your trauma, of learning your triggers, understanding what's toxic for me and what isn't. Okay, because some of you may not know that. Some of you may not understand what that means just yet, because you're still sort of coming out of this old way of thinking. And like I said, it won't be easy. You know, for some of you guys, it won't be easy, but it is going to, I promise you, it is going to be beautiful. It is going to be so beautiful and so necessary for you. And you're going to be so proud of yourself that you did it. If you continue to choose this, if you continue to choose the heart of God for yourself, for your life, for your path, for your truth, for your healing, for your freedom, for your awakening, for the embracing of who you truly are and not who you were taught to be. Love yourself through the phase of your growing. Love yourself and be compassionate and loving and understanding through every phase and process, every fucking day. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself understanding. Give yourself love. Give yourself patience. Okay, that's what they're saying. Love it anyway. Okay. The moon is still the moon in all of its phases. You just have to trust what you are. Trust what you're becoming. Keep this heart of God in focus. That flame is growing. Allow it to grow. Love the process of how it's growing, even if it's hard to love, because those are the best times to love it. Let me check my camera. Okay. All right. It's all right. It's okay. I mean, I just feel like you guys are carrying so much pain, and you don't have to. And I know it's been what you've all, I know for a lot of you, that's been something, that's been the only thing you've known is pain and bullshit and drama and trauma. People have given it to you, you've given it to other people. But because you trusted that, or there was a moment that happened for you where you feel like, hey, I want more, but I don't know how to do it. Divine said, hey, we got you. Say no more. We got you. Okay. All right. One last oracle for you guys, and then that's gonna be it. Okay. Divine, I asked for the 5th oracle to come through. Thank you. Oh, I got 2. Thank you, Divine. The 5th oracle is becoming. Let me spread this out just a little bit for you guys to see a little bit clearer. I don't want to just stack them on top of each other like that. The 5th oracle is becoming. And the 6th oracle is coming together. So, with loving all that it is, loving all that is, with that oracle, the 5th oracle, I'm sorry, is becoming. Love all that you're becoming. You're being lovingly guided and protected into all that you're becoming, with all that you're developing into. Please understand that. I feel like some of y'all are just like, you've been through a lot, but you gotta let yourself feel some kind of peace and not so much worry, okay? I know it's been hard for you. I know it's been a lot of pain. And I know for a lot of you, that's been your whole life, your whole existence, all that you've known. Shadiness, deception, you know, sneakiness, underhandedness, you know. Some of you, that's some shit, that's basically been a lot of you guys' whole lives. But because of your heart changing, please know that you have to allow yourself to be loving and patient and compassionate and passionate and understanding with all that you are becoming, because you are divinely loved and guided into what you are becoming. Okay? You are. That's it. That's it for that oracle. The 6 oracles coming together. There is a powerful moment that's going to happen for you that's going to shift you. You're going to be moved by love, either within yourself, by the divine, or some kind of experience. Okay? This could be a person, but I feel like this is more so you. This is a powerful moment of you and the divine, maybe. You know, could possibly mean you and another person, but it is going to be a beautiful divine moment of sacred love that is going to move you, change you for the better. A beautiful love, a sacred love, a healing love, a divine love that you seek, that you've always wanted to feel, that you've always wanted to experience. Some of you may have been incapable of giving that same energy back, or even knowing what it is to receive it, but it's coming to you because because this flame, this moment where you open your heart, that flame sort of sparked again. The divine grabbed a hold of it, and never let it, and they didn't let it go. And they're like cradling it in their hands, and like, hold on, wait, here it is, you know. And they're taking care of it for you. You just have to allow yourself to know that you are being lovingly taken care of and guided, okay? You're being lovingly taken care of and understood and protected as you are coming into who you truly are, as you are connecting to your truth, as you are being moved by love. Divine love, sacred love, healing love, so more to be. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that whatever I said, in whichever way that I said it, I hope that it resonated with you, brought you some form of peace, calm, clarity, reassurance, understanding, insight into whatever you're currently going through at this current moment in time, be it the past, the present, or the future. And thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you again.